There's so many things that you can do short of surgery to look your best. But how do you pick which treatments are the best for you? I've got my top 5 on this video today. It seems that every cosmetic doctor has their favorite treatment, whether it's injections, laser treatments, chemical peels, radiofrequency. There's so many out there. How do you pick which ones are the best? Well, I've got my top 5 for you, counting down right now. The gold standard for aggressive facial rejuvenation lasers are the fractional lasers. Now, the old style lasers would literally burn all of the skin off your face. And this was done as a way to create heat in the deeper skin to cause that deeper skin to tighten up. Well, nowadays, instead of burning all the skin off your face and feeling like a burn patient for weeks, the fractional lasers only burn a fraction of your face. Now, that may still sound scary, and that's why this is still considered a more aggressive laser treatment, but they do work. If you want to get rid of fine lines, if you want to get rid of age spots, if you want to just smooth the skin out in an aggressive fashion, then fractional lasers are definitely the way to go. The downtime can be anywhere from a couple of days to a week or so. It can come with some discomfort afterwards because yes, your skin is burned, and it can get fairly expensive, into the several thousands of dollars. Now, full disclosure, I actually do not have a fractional ablative laser in my office. And I don't have it because honestly, I'm so busy doing surgery that for me to buy one of those lasers, I just wouldn't use it enough for it to be worthwhile. So I am recommending something to you that I actually don't have in my office, but I do believe that is definitely a gold standard of rejuvenation. And that's why it's my number 5. My number 4 cosmetic treatment is sculpture. Sculpture is a laser that melts fat non-invasively. Now, it comes with 4 different heads, and you can treat up to then 4 different areas at a time. And after 2 treatments, each treatment taking about a half an hour, you can reduce the thickness of the fat by about 25%. That is a big deal when you're talking about something that is completely non-invasive. It doesn't have to do with needles or surgery or anything like that. Now, this is not a weight loss procedure. It really is best for somebody who is at a good, healthy weight, and they just have maybe some areas of stubborn fat that no matter what they do, they can't get rid of. And so it's great for treating, let's say, love handles, for saddlebags, and for other areas of fat that no matter how much you work out or you diet, that fat just won't freaking go away. Now, why do I pick sculpture over cool sculpting? Well, cool sculpting definitely works, and it's very, very popular, but the issue that I have with cool sculpting is that there's a risk of paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, which is a fancy medical term meaning you treat the fat and it comes back thicker. It's very rare, occurs in maybe 1 to 2% of cool sculpting patients, but if you've seen patients like that, like I have in my office, it is not fun to see. So that is why I recommend at this time sculpture over cool sculpting. If you've been watching my videos, you've probably heard of microneedling. Microneedling is a very popular non-invasive treatment where you take tiny needles, make very shallow punctures into the skin, and that causes the collagen of the skin to tighten up. Now, microneedling has undergone several different phases of evolution. Initially, microneedling was just the actual microneedling treatment, where you cause the damage to the skin and the skin heals in a tighter fashion. Microneedling was taken to the next level by adding platelet-rich plasma or other options for growth factors onto the surface. Well, now we are on another evolution of microneedling, and that's radiofrequency microneedling, where you do the microneedles, you make those tiny puncture wounds in the skin, but at the end of that needle is radiofrequency energy, which heats up that deep skin. Now, you may remember I mentioned earlier how the old style lasers would heat the deep skin up by burning all the skin off your face. And by creating the heat to the deeper skin, it allows that skin to tighten up. Well, now we can do that using the microneedling. And so not only do you get the benefit of the actual microneedles, but now you also get that heat into that deeper skin, causing the skin to tighten up even more. And people are using radiofrequency microneedling to tighten up skin all over the body, from the face to the neck to the arms to the tummy to even the knees. This is still a fairly new treatment, but we do offer it right now in my office in Detroit, Michigan, and I'm really excited as I do think this may be a valid option for some modest skin tightening without going under the knife. Intense pulse light treatments, IPL treatments, are some of my favorite treatments, in all of cosmetic medicine. So how does this work? Well, the main thing that IPL does is it helps to reduce dark spots. So if you've got freckles, if you've got age spots, sunspots, or liver spots, all different names for basically the same thing, these spots can make your skin look like you've got sun damage and can make you look older. Now you can apply a brightening cream to your skin and that can help gradually lighten those spots, which I definitely recommend. But you can also take a huge step forward and get rid of so much pigment very easily using IPL treatments. Now these treatments are very similar to laser treatments and they target the color of the pigment in the skin. So these dark spots, typically then they target brown, they zap those spots turn darker after about a week, and then a lot of them you're gonna see start basically peeling off. Most people need several treatments to get a final clearing of all of that pigment, but even one treatment can often show a nice improvement. And the best part of this is that there's almost no pain and the recovery is immediate. So what is my #1 favorite cosmetic treatment? Will this surprise you? Well, this may not surprise you, but it definitely is the #1 cosmetic treatment in the history of the world. Botox, or its competitor Dysport, these are neurotoxins that weaken muscles that create wrinkles. So they are traditionally injected into 3 main locations of the face: the glabella, which are the frown lines, the forehead wrinkles, and the crow's feet. These injections then will cause those muscles that create those wrinkles to temporarily weaken for about 3 to 4 months, and during that time those wrinkles will be smoother and your face is going to look younger. Now there are some very interesting developments that are in the pipeline right now with a longer lasting botulinum toxin. What about one that lasts 6 months? And even a topical botulinum toxin that we hope to hopefully get here in the near future. Because it would be great to be able to get your Botox without having to get the injection. Well, these are my favorite cosmetic treatments, but as you can see, some of these can be pretty expensive and you've got to see a doctor, a nurse, or an esthetician to have them done. Well, what can you do at home? The first thing is skincare. Take a peek at this playlist right up here where I go over my recommendations on clean skincare. What should you do in the morning? What should you do at night? Why should you choose clean beauty over dirty beauty? Take a peek and I'll give you all the details right up here. And if you've been enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel and always remember, eat real food, use clean skincare, and only consider actual plastic surgery as a last resort.